Zombies are something that has been all across horror for the past decade, even longer. They just seem to be slews of these movies coming out constantly, and it's hard to find a gem in amongst a lot of rubbish that we have here. Every now and again you'll find something like Cargo, which is really a step above, but all you want really in a zombie franchise is a decent movie with a nice idea behind it. Lots of the familiar tropes we see in all other kinds of movies, and the first thing that kind of took my attention to this movie was It Stains the Sands Red, the title. It's a fantastic title for a movie. It's the main reason I thought, you know what, I'm going to hit play on this, check it out for a little while and see what I think of it. And I found a movie that I really enjoyed, and I loved the idea behind it. You have this troubled party girl and her boyfriend in the throes of a zombie apocalypse in Vegas, and they are escaping. They're on their way out of town. They've seen the signs and they're getting the hell out of there pretty sharpish. And on the way out there, they pull over and find that the car's stuck in the sand. And then out of nowhere, a zombie attacks them and kills the boyfriend, and she is left stranded in the desert with this zombie. And that's pretty much the basic premise of the movie. And it doesn't sound that great. It sounds, oh, it's kind of boring, kind of low budget, you know, one zombie, one woman in the desert, cheap locale, but it's better than it sounds. It is far, far better thanks to actress Brittany Allen, who is terrific in the movie. She plays Molly, the female who's just trying to get from this point in the desert, trekking 30 miles across it to a small airfield where folk are waiting to help them get the heck out of there. And she has this zombie who is relentless in much the same fashion as It follows. It is following her at a consistent pace, just trying to wear her down to a point where it can attack and devour her. And I was never sure how the movie was going to drag this out to the runtime, because the idea itself seems minimalistic. It seems like something that's going to get old hat pretty soon. But the director and the writer managed to keep it really fresh by having some really good ideas in it. And most notably, it's the lead actress. Her performance really carries the movie. It lives and dies on her shoulders, and she does fantastically well by really creating this three-dimensional character. As she's kind of slogging through the desert and the sun's beating down and she's getting wore down, she starts to talk to the zombies, trying to relate to it. It is a mindless killing machine, but she is just so deprived of contact, of home comforts, that she just starts to relate to it and talk to the zombie, giving it a name of Smalls and telling it things about her life, which is great because we learn about her. But it doesn't feel as if the information has been forced upon you or pushed down your throat. It feels naturalistic for the character, and it was one of the things that I really loved about this movie. Yes, she's giving exposition, but it's in purpose of the story. It's driving the story forward, it's driving the character forward, it's keeping her sane, and she is having a connection with somebody because she's in a dire situation. It's terrific, but the movie doesn't spend all the time there. Other things happen that I don't want to waste for you. There is some great ideas behind this. I loved the kind of character that the zombie becomes, and he does become a character in this piece as well. And it's a story that kept me glued to the screen. I wanted to know where it was going to go next. I wanted to know how things were going to turn out. I wanted this woman to find safety. It does get a little tropey when they try to force in this troubled past that she has, and it kind of pushes it towards a rushed finale at the end. But the movie's pretty good. It does have that small part that I just didn't really attune to, but other than that, I loved almost everything else about this movie. It's one that I can highly recommend if you haven't seen. If you like zombie movies, horror movies, and you want something a little bit different, then this is for you. There is some laugh out loud funny parts in the movie as well. I'm going to go back to this one again in a couple of months just to see if it really holds up, if it is as good as I think it is. For me just now, I'm going to give It Stains the Sands Red 3.5 out of 5. It's on Shudder UK. I can thoroughly suggest checking this thing out. You'll have a whale of a time watching it, and I'd love to know your thoughts on the movie in the comment box below. And I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.